We were talking about when we were up front or on the side of the house, those are your fabric shields.
Those are your fabric shields. Now it's not, I always laugh when they say fabric shields because it's more like, it's not
vinyl.
really, it's vinyl. It's not fabric.
It's vinyl that almost has like a Kevlar feel to it.
Yeah.
So when you go to put them up, they're going to be tight and they're going to feel like they don't want to fit. That's because that's how they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be where you push on them when they're up, you can't touch the window. You got your hardware, it's going to be at the bottom of the
Everything
bag.
is in there.
Yep.
This is your extra tile for your shower
and for your floors.
For your floor.
So over the 2 years, you do get a one-time touch-up. So I use that. I would use it very rarely. If you have a small grout crack that you think you can fix yourself, I would go ahead and do it. Now, if you have multiple tile that are cracking, where it needs to be fixed, have them come out. But if it's something you can live with, let it roll and see if something else pops up. That way they can fix it all at once and you don't have to pay for another charge, okay? So the last thing out here, we'll go over the water heater a little bit. So this is going to be your automatic shut-off valve. Hot water heater, so it is an A.O. Smith. Right now I have it set on 120. I wouldn't go any higher than that. If you do, it's gonna be hot. It's pretty warm already, but just to keep it safe and keep the burns down, I wouldn't go any higher than 120. You have a filter on top. Now all you do, push this in, pull that out. It's got 2 tabs on this side. Pretty much what I do is shake it out and then I'll go outside and spray it off. The reason you want to do that is because you don't want stuff falling inside of there. It's not going to hurt it, but then you just have a bunch of clutter in there, and when you go to work on it, it'll be kind of nasty. So keep this on there. It just, like I said, just goes up top. Up here on the right, this thing right here, that's going to be your water heater expansion tank. So pretty
Everyone's got to have one.
Everyone's got to have one. The reason you have one is because if this thing is drawing so much pressure that it can't keep up with itself, the extra pressure in here is going to go in here. If you were to take these screws off, I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want to mess anything up. AT&T will take this off. If you were to take this off, there's a bunch of blue cables, which are your Cat 6 cables, and then there's a space for your modem. So this panel is going to cover everything. But when AT&T comes, they're going to ask you, where's your service panel for your Wi-Fi and all that. This is that. Okay? So ice machine hookup. I wouldn't get a fridge that's more than 38 inches wide. The space is set for 38, but you have to take into account you have trim here too.
Yeah, you've got all those lovely baseboards, which
Top,
are very nice, by the way.
It's a 70-inch tall gap. Now, you won't really find anything taller than 70 inches. If you do, you're going to start looking at industrial. So I believe this is a 36-inch depth. Always double check though, and we'll do some more double checking whenever they come back. Up on there, they do have 2 USB plugs.
Oh, nice.
On the wall. See the keys all on top of the door.
Yeah.
We will, let's see. So kind of, you got your smoke detector up top in here. You've got one in pretty much all the bedrooms. Then you'll start to see, so you see how you have a big vent here? When you bring the camera and shine up into it, see how there's 2 vents in there?
Oh, yeah.
So that's because one is for this bedroom. It's the same thing, those jumper vents.
All right.
You got one there.
So it keeps all the air flowing.
Yes, ma'am. And then you've got your forced air there. Same thing for that bedroom over there. I'm going to just show you this bedroom because they're all the same pretty much. You got your single switch for the lights, dead switch again for your fan hookup. Remember, it's already wired.
And this one has this cute little nook in here, which I think is so cute.
In here, it's pretty standard.
Double sinks.
Yeah, do have your Jack and Jill. Again, we'll run all this stuff whenever y'all come back. But since we already have you on video, we're just going to take a look under here, make sure nothing's leaking.
Yeah,
I don't see.
Good. Yeah.
So we'll do a lot more of that. Again, we're gonna open the cabinets. We're gonna do a lot of little meticulous stuff that I like to do whenever y'all come back. We're gonna flush the toilets again and all that good stuff. So, and here, the big thing I like to tell people about these tubs, they are technically a 4-piece tub.
You can take these out because it is 4 pieces, so you can take out these 3 pieces
Yeah, you just have
and
to
just
finish
put
behind
tile.
it. Yeah.
Put tile. So this is easy done if that's something that you want to do later.
Again, all rub bronze on all the fixtures.
Very nice.
So just double check, make sure everything's working.
So this is your other bedroom, looking awesome. And then the 3rd bedroom over here is also looking really good. Okay, beautiful. And then we are going to go to the master, which is at the other end of the house from all the people.
Your big area.
Lovely big area in here for your big dining room and maybe a hutch or whatever.
These pretty long. That's the standard chain that they give us. If you were to go to any appliance store or any hardware store, they probably will have the oil rub bronze chain and you can pull it up.
Right.
A lot of people like it to sit low though, because when the table's here, it's not, the light's not beaming off the roof.
Right.
So in here, that's gonna be your inside unit. So you don't ever have to do much with that. The only thing you'll ever have to do anything with is this here. So when you pop that off, that's gonna be your clean out. I would do it annually though. I do about equal parts. I do 4 parts, 2 parts water, 1 part bleach, 1 part vinegar. Push that down in there while the system is running. It's gonna push everything out to that condensation line on the outside.
Right.
And then
cleans all your pipes.
after you start to see that stuff come out on the outside, just run a cup of water back through here and you'll flush the rest out, okay? Leave this cap on so dust and stuff doesn't get in there and clog anything up. This stuff, this is just my stuff, so that's your insulation certificate and then your energy sheet. What I'm gonna do is, we don't have to keep these in here, but I'll just put them up on the wall. So if they do get an inspector, he knows where they are.
Got it.
That's your automatic shut off in here as well. So you've got another switch panel in there. That's pretty. Your pantry.
Pantry. You can put more shelves up there if you wanted to.
I have seen a lot of people take these shelves out
And design a nice
and put a
pantry.
different shelf in.
You can even put something here if you
You
want
could.
shelves here if you wanted to.
So here is going to be your AC,
Thermostat?
your thermostat. So right now it's on cool, it's on 72, and I have the fan set on auto.
Okay.
It is a hopper vent because of how big this room is. So that's your other side.
This
of
is
the
a
hopper.
huge master.
It is copper,
Beautiful
copper all throughout.
tray ceiling in here
Yeah, tray
with your
ceiling with crown.
your crown molding.
And
So
then you'll
pretty.
see, if you want to put the light up there, you'll put the fan up there. You got one switch.
For the fan.
One switch. That's nothing.
That's for the fan.
That's for the fan. So you can put a center fan in here if you like. Smoke detector up top. You've got a double 4.0 window, single 3.0, single 3.0.
So pretty. Over there, look at over there. That's where the little lake is, right there.
Yeah. And
So there's your lake is over there.
probably by the time you guys come down here, it's going to look a lot different around here. This house will be completely finished. It's at the final stages. It just needs to be cleaned and painted. So that'll look different to you. That house will probably be going at that point. In here, you got pretty prized possession. That's your fan. So that won't be going. The light and the fan are connected.
Want to maybe put tile in here, so you need to maybe do, if you have the name of this tile,
They have it all out there.
they have it all
On
in
those
there.
boxes?
Oh, okay, so
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
all in those boxes.
Yes, ma'am. So you've got your linen closet in here.
There you go. Nice big linen closet.
Yeah.
To me, this should be another closet.
We're in the works with that.
You're in the works with that.
Yeah, trying to get that fixed because I'm not a fan of that space. But
Yeah. So you guys can put a door up here.
yeah, you can
And
do
make
a
that-
separate closet. You know,
And a
whatever you wanna
separate closet for Greg.
do. Yeah.
Hey,
So-
Greg, that's your closet.
So you've got full tile shower all the way up to the ceiling and on the pillars themselves.
Oil rub bronze again, and this is magic. This is what I have in mind. When we don't have to go over here to
Right.
switch on the
You don't
shower.
have to get in the shower.
You can do it from here, so you don't have to go in and be cold. My favorite thing in the whole world.
And then if you look, it's going to be kind of hard to see on camera, but if you can put the camera on the tile, maybe from back here, you'll be able to see the slope. So,
Yeah, so you can see it sloping down there. And when I switched that on there, no water came out here.
Because so we can't guarantee that it won't splash out here, but we do use a water resistant semi-sealed grout.
Okay.
So if you do get water out here, you can just wipe it up and it's not going to hurt anything.
Right.
I've seen a lot of people drill in like a see-through, what do you call it, curtain.
Right.
And they'll do a curtain in here and do it floor length just so they have no issues with that. But yeah, I've seen people do glass doors as well.
Yeah. So if you wanted, you could do it glass.
Yeah. You've got glass up here. Now, this is not drilled into the tile. Okay.
Okay.
So they're connected. These two brackets are hooked to the tile, but they're not drilled into the tile. If that makes sense. There's a backing on here, and they silicone it in, and then silicone all the way around it to keep it steady.
Okay.
So I can push on it; it's not going anywhere.
Okay.
Same thing here. Another Jack and Jill.
Isn't this nice here? Look at that. I'm sorry, I think
No, you're
that's
good. So again, we'll run over all this stuff again, but just make sure so y'all have peace of mind that nothing's leaking.
Here. It's a brand new house, nothing's leaking. There you go.
So, and then in here, I mean,
This is your
the
walk-in
biggest,
closet.
one of the biggest closets we have. In
Nice
the
big
apartment.
long, it's a long closet, and you can actually put more shelves in
You
here,
can.
more storage in here.
And they'll probably get taken over, but that's how mine is too.
Yeah, and
I don't have a
so
closet.
Greg may need this one.
Yeah. I don't have
Just
a
saying.
closet anymore.
You don't have.
That's okay. But,
Alright, so
and-
this looks great. As you can see, the water runs down your driveway. Just wanted to do that real quick for you. And as you can see, it runs down the driveway. So yeah, it works real good. And it slopes all the way back here. And it slopes all the way into the garage. So yeah. Let me just show you also at the bottom, you can see that the water's actually running this way. So it's running south, like he said, because that's the way that all the homes are built.